Yo, what's up, y'all? So I'm back again today, focusing on one of the drone platforms that I use to secure drone jobs. Talked about droners.io in the last video. This time I'm going to talk to you about Zeitview. Now, Zeitview is my personal preference when it comes to the apps that I've been using so far. I've flown the most missions through the Zeitview app. The main thing that I like about Zeitview over the other apps is that a job gets posted, you can accept that job. You don't have to do all this back and forth bidding. And after that, you go fly the mission, you upload and turn over the files that they ask for, you wait to get paid, you go ahead and jump back on the load board and see if it's something else available in your area. Now, what's the downside of using Zeitview? You don't get a chance to be in control of what you're getting paid. Whatever they post that job for, if it's $70, that's what that job is for, $70. It's not a situation where, hey, can I message you back and see if we can negotiate a little bit? They're not doing negotiating. If it's $70, cool. If it's $200, cool. If it's $500, cool. Whatever that job is posted for on Zeitview, that's what you get paid. If you watch my droners.io video, I told you that is gonna be the platform where you could probably make more money per job. It's just the, how do I wanna say that? I don't know how consistent it would be because you're going to be doing a lot of bidding back and forth with people, and it might just take longer to secure a job on that site. Once again, the plus over there is that you might be able to work out whatever, situation with a future client or a current client that's going to pay you, $250, $350, $450 for a job. But you also still have to remember that you're going to be bidding over there. And if you're bidding for $400 and somebody comes in at $350, that, client might decide to go with them and save that $50. Aside from that, on a platform like Zeitview, the job is posted, you accept the job, and you kind of keep things moving. All right, so let me show you real quick what this platform looks like. Once you go to zeitview.com, this is the front page. If you're a pilot, you're going to just click on this login, and then you'll go down and click on pilot. And then once you get to the next page, it's going to give you a chance to log in and all of that kind of stuff. You'll pretty much be here on your dashboard page. Right now, you can see that I've flown a total of 16 missions. I've earned a total of $1,135. And then if you scroll down, you get a chance to see jobs that are available or that are in progress. So right now, I have quite a few of them that are in progress. Most of these right now, we're waiting on approval from the FAA because of the airspace that it's in, but you'll be able to see that there are plenty of jobs available as well at the bottom. So down here, you'll see the date. Hey, this needs to be flown by February the 18th, and it's going to be between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. The total for it is $260. So let's just go ahead and choose that one just for right now so you can see everything. I'm going to click on view details. After that, this opens up and it shows you pretty much everything you need to know. If you scroll down, you have a couple drop down boxes that show you all of your other inside information that you need to know about these gigs. I know that it's going to be a roof mission. I need to have the RTK on top of my drone for this one. And they also want me to do a smart oblique mapping capture of the entire property that's going to be on there. And if you scroll up again, you'll see you have two different color boxes. The purple is just for the roof. The yellow is going to be for the entire property. All right, quick sidebar, because I want to tell y'all how I tripped up on a mission and pretty much got to do a reshoot. And it was a mistake on my part because just a small detail was missed and now you got to go redo things. I just don't want y'all to run into the same issue. On the map at the top, you'll see the purple is on the roof, and then you'll see the yellow is for the entire property. When it's time for you to do the entire property smart oblique mapping capture, you have to be very careful of what that KML file is showing you on your Pro controller. The KML file is going to hone in on the roof of the building. What you have to do on your side is go and make adjustments to that map before you fly it to make sure that it's covering the entire property. If you scroll all the way down, you actually see a part in here saying the KML is provided as a guide, but you may need to adjust your flight to cover. Please ensure you are following the property KML, not the roof. So yeah, be careful. I don't want y'all to have that same hiccup like I did. Now, up under preparation, it's going to tell you some more details. What accepted drones that you'll need for this mission. For this one, it's going to either be the Mavic 3 Enterprise or the Matrice 4 Enterprise. It also gives you all of your important information about stuff. If you're flying the M3E or Matrice 4E, it's required that you dewarp is turned on. So they want the dewarp turned on for all of the photos. If we keep scrolling down, you're also going to see the execution details, which is very, very important. So with your facade missions, which is the side of the buildings, it's going to show you, hey, your altitude needs to be 20 feet AGL, approximately halfway up the building. Offset is going to be 45 feet from the facade, letting you know how your flight path needs to be taken around the building, and facade coverage, as well as, once again, another mention of the RTK being required. They literally give you a rundown and a breakdown of everything that you need done for this mission. Can you still get tripped up? Yes, because it is a lot of information, and I would recommend that you actually read and go through a lot of this stuff, but the stuff is literally right there. You just have to take the time and go through it. Scroll down, it's going to give you a breakdown of the property. Same thing, all of your details. Hey, here's your frontal overlap, here's your side overlap, what the camera megapixel need to be set on for minimum, drone speed, RTK information, and it's just giving you all of the important information that you're going to need for the project. Airspace authorization, a lot of times if you're in a controlled airspace, they'll tell you in here. And then down at the bottom where it says scheduling, if I wanted to schedule this shoot right now, this is the only date available that needs to be flown on the 18th, which is, very soon, and it needs to be done at 9 a.m. And it gives you the temperature, the percentage of rain, the cloudy percentage, as well as wind speed. So you'll know all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's like a quick peek on the inside of what Zeitview is going to be bringing to the table. The drone that I'm typically flying is the Mavic 3 Enterprise for these mapping missions, and a lot of time it's just these huge buildings, almost kind of like like an Amazon storage building, I guess I could say, to try to give you guys an example of what the buildings are that a lot of these are. With my smaller drone, my Air 3S, I was flying a lot of schools, churches, sometimes homes, where they had you doing maps of the roof really fast, and then just roof angled photos, just showing the edge of the perimeter of the buildings as well. So yeah, add Zeitview to your list of companies or platforms that you could use to try to find some drone jobs out there. And once again, guys, I'm not saying that we shouldn't get paid more, because I honestly and wholeheartedly believe we should for the missions, and by the time you travel and eat and just take the time out there, a couple more dollars wouldn't hurt any of us. And I do feel like it should be adjusted. I mean, hopefully sometime soon, but I already know how that goes, because it's always going to be somebody that's going to do it a little bit cheaper. All right, y'all. So I hope this helps somebody out there. If you're new to the drone space, I hope this helped just a little bit with you trying to figure out which platforms that you want to try to fly on. My recommendation, sign up for all of them. I would say sign up for each and every one that you find, especially if it's free. If it's free, just sign up for it. It won't hurt. If you get jobs, if you don't want them, just decline them. If it's a job that you think would be great for you, go ahead and accept it. Go fly that mission, get your check, learn whatever you need to learn, and keep it moving. Another quick tidbit for y'all before I go. What I would recommend doing, which is what I personally do, if you're gonna fly these jobs for cheaper amounts, one thing that you can do is make sure that you're making note of what you're doing at these job sites, because at some point in time, if you are that person who want to venture out and get your own clients, instead of just going in with a business card saying, hey, I fly a drone, you could go in there with proof of concept. You could put together your own little packet saying, hey, this is what I'm capable of doing for your company. That makes you a whole lot more presentable than just kind of going there with a business card or saying, hey, I want to come fly my drone for your construction company or whatever company it is that you're interested in flying for. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all keep pushing out there, keep fighting, stay on the positive vibes, and as always, good luck. Talk soon.